In recent weeks, the news media has been lit up with the Brock Turner case. For those that are unfamiliar with the case of Brock Turner was a student at Stanford University who received only a 6-month sentence for raping an unconscious woman. The judge who handed the sentence out said that he considered Brock Turner's lack of prior convictions and his age and did not want to, quote, ruin his life. In the wake of such an obstruction of justice, Americans are filing petitions, protesting, and most importantly, discussing the flaws in which we handle campus rape. I'm here to discuss campus sexual assault and the way it is handled in the U.S. It is found that 1 in 5 women seeking a higher education will be sexually assaulted in America. This was found by the Justice Department's National Institute of Justice in a 2007 study which focused on campus sexual assault. With such a shocking statistic, the White House administration has declared sexual assault on college campuses in the U.S. a national epidemic. The statistic also proves that the way in which we handle these cases is not working or is not effective at all. Currently, most college campuses handle their own assault occurrences unless the victim seeks the help of law enforcement on their own. This has left many debating who should have jurisdiction over assault cases, the American justice system and the police, or the college campus in which the assault took place. I believe the only way to ensure justice to the victims and the due process that the defendants rightfully deserve as American citizens, while handling the case with the sensitivity that it deserves, is through a joint effort from both the American justice system and the college campus that they attend. Title IX of the Educational Amendments of 1972 is a federal civil rights law that prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex in any educational program or activity that receives federal funding. Sex discrimination includes sexual harassment, sexual battery, sexual assault, and rape that are so severe, perversive, or objectively offensive that it effectively bars the victim's access to an educational opportunity or benefit. In other words, every student going to college has the right to go to their campus and receive the education that they deserve and that they pay for without the fear of being sexually assaulted. Those that argue that college campuses should exclusively handle these cases say that they are the only ones that can provide the timely manner that the cases deserve. They say that the police force is so busy with other things that they will not have the ability to protect the students as fast as they need to from their assailant. It is true that college campuses can change their schedules of the victims, move the victim to a different dorm, and ultimately protect the student from the assailant in the timely manner that it needs. They also argue that police have effectively not taken these cases seriously. There was once incident where a New York student filed a complaint over being sexually assaulted, and when the police officers entered their dorm and heard the student's report, they questioned her and said, "You invited him in, didn't you? That's not my definition of rape." This skepticism has made students shy away from reporting to police officers. In a recent study conducted by the University of Kentucky, it was reported that 5% of sexual assault cases happen on campus, but most were gotten unreported due to fear of police. Those that argue that police should exclusively handle these cases say that this is a crime. That's what police officers do. They handle crimes, so in definition, this case belongs to the American justice system and the police. They also argue that campuses will hide a case in order to protect their image and to make their campus appear safer than what it actually is in order to receive more students and actively receive more money and funding. Other arguments for the police to exclusively handle the case include the fact that some cases have been filed that show that campuses show favoritism to the defendant if they are star athletes or good students. And this bias is something that cannot be taken when dealing with a rape case. I think that the only way to handle this case is through a joint effort. Through examining these proposals, it is clear that both sides have flaws. I believe the only way to overcome these flaws is to find a middle ground, and acting a joint effort between the police force and the campus will effectively create a system of checks and balances that will make the case truly an unbiased situation that the victim deserves and the defendant also deserves. Jeb Rubenfield, a law professor at Yale, said the following regarding campus assault in an article published by the New York Times in a 2014 article titled Mishandling Rape. Everything possible should be done to encourage victims to participate in a criminal investigation. If students make a formal complaint of rape to their school, the college should provide them with a lawyer to go with them to the police, help them report the crime, and ensure they are treated properly. Meanwhile, the hearing process should be put in the hands of trained investigatory professionals and people with criminal law experience. In closing, I will leave you with the words of President Obama. To work so hard to make it through the college gates only to be assaulted is an affront to our humanity.